July 1 if they're on a default market offer after the Australian energy regulator recently announced its draft prices for SA. But there is still time to act to soften that hike, and to talk us through it we're joined now by iSelect spokesperson Sophie Ryan. Sophie, thank you for joining us. Can you explain to us what the default market offer is and what will happen to South Australians from July 1 if they're on it?
Good afternoon. The default market offer, or the DMO, that's set by the Australian energy regulator, and it's the maximum price that electricity retailers can charge Australian residential or small business customers on standing offer contracts. And currently, South Australian residential customers on default offers could see their power bills rise by around 22% from July 1, or more than $400 a year. The final determination is due to be handed down later next month.
Okay, so what should we be doing before July 1 to avoid that rise?
Look, now is a great time to take action and compare energy plans and see how your current offer stacks up. Don't automatically default to the default, so that may not be the best value option for you. Take the time to compare both default and available market offers. Don't set and forget. Retailers are required to notify you when your rate changes or when any discount expires. Now, this should be your prompt to shop around, compare plans, and make sure you are getting a competitive deal. We do know there may be fewer options out there at the moment in terms of both plans and providers, but there are still some savings to be found. And of course, given the current economic climate, every dollar saved counts. And we actually recently commissioned some research, and it indicated that Aussie households surveyed that did switch their energy plan and or provider over the course of last year, they found average savings of around $394 a year, while those Aussie households surveyed that switched their gas plan and or provider over the same time frame, they found average savings of $279 a year.
Okay, so definitely worth doing. And this advice is, of course, even more timely given we're heading into winter when we know that usage goes up. And it's also coming at a time when groceries, petrol and rent are also on the up, along with health insurance premiums. What advice can you give to people facing those health insurance hikes at the same time?
We do know this year some health funds increased their premiums from April 1, while other funds have postponed their annual price hikes until later in the year. So for those Aussies whose premiums just went up, if you haven't reviewed your cover and shopped around to see if you could find a better deal, now could be the perfect time to do so. For those whose health funds have deferred their price rises, remember, that's not a cancellation. Your policy will likely still go up at some point this year. Don't wait to shop around and compare your options to see if you could save money now. Recent research we commissioned found that 59% of private health insurance policyholders surveyed still feel it was worth having for the peace of mind. So policyholders worried about the cost of their premiums should first see if they can switch rather than ditch and save money on their health insurance.
Excellent advice. iSelect spokesperson Sophie Ryan, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Checking